So, hello everybody, and good evening once more again. Even though trying to say it's evening, it's not really that true. Well, whatever. It's not entirely true. It's evening. It's by now. It's already midnight here in Sarawak, in Borneo. Yeah, just for your information, right now we are approaching. Yeah, right now we are at 1:15 a.m. here on 15 July 2026 on Wednesday. So we are basically 8 hours ahead of universal time coordinate. So that basically informs you. That's why it's a bit weird to even say it's it's evening, even though it's already past the midnight, just a little bit, a bit quite wee wee in the morning, but whatever. It's actually good. We can go live. That's literally not a problem. We can do this, and yeah, we are going to see this. We are going to see this event where the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft and its crew will arrive and will be dock to will be docking to the International Space Station, which we will see this one. It's going to be that good. So yeah, let's go, everybody. We are let's go. So hello everybody, and good evening once more again. Even though it's not really that accurate to even say it's evening, but whatever. It's good. I'm Daniel Suga, your host today for the Soyuz MS-29 for the Expedition 74 and Expedition 75 mission where it's going to arrive and dock to the International Space Station for this mission. We are going to see that after the launch of the few hours ago around if I calculate it's less than 3 hours since the launch of the Soyuz of this mission onboarding the Soyuz 2.1A rocket, okay, which was launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Yeah, I forgot to mention that Baikonur Cosmodrome. It's actually located around the area of the Kazakhstan, okay, which was launched from the launch pad or launch site 31/6. So yeah, it's not the original launch pad where Ga- Yuri Gagarin were actually launched back on his Vostok 1 mission. Okay, nowadays the Gagarin start launch pad, it's now already converted into museum, so there's no more rocket launches at this point. So only the so far from what I know, only at least for the Soyuz rocket, it's basically only the site 31/6 as the only operational launch pad of the, and the rest of it is mostly for Proton. Yeah, for the Proton rocket, and also recently for the Soyuz 5 aka sometimes known as the Irtych, yeah, Irtych, some in Russian, and Sunkar in Kazakh. If I remember correctly, it actually means falcon if I remember correctly. So yeah, but please correct me if you're from Kazakhstan. Please correct me if I get the meaning wrong. But I'll try my best here. Okay, so rather than wasting you too much time, why not we directly goes to the feet of the NASA where they have all of it info in detail. So let's go. And yeah, this is the mission so far. Okay, and it looks pretty good. So let's hear their commentary for now, shall we? Let me pull that in and let's listen.
We soon will be reaching the 5 kilometer distance mark. A series of these so-called impulse burns. They're
Yeah,
very minor course correction burns by
okay,
the
so that should be
thrusters
good.
on the Soyuz MS-29, which is flying under the call sign of Tigris, or Tigris, if you will.
Oh
The
yeah.
crew patch for the Soyuz MS-29 is prominently displayed by a tiger. This represents Pyotr Dubrov's birthright. He was born near the
Oh.
Tigris River in Russia.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
He
okay. That's also
likes
another.
the tiger. That is the call sign that he has given himself for this flight,
Yeah, that's
flying along
why
with Anil
for
Menon
this
and
Soyuz
on
MS-29
Kikina.
mission,
Menon, of course,
it's
on his
actually
first
known as
flight
the
into space,
Tigris
Dubrov
call
and
sign
Kikina
because of
on their
this.
second flights into space.
Oh, first flight into space. So this is. Oh, okay, 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 okay. So, okay, so.
On the left
Oh,
side of your screen is one of the Ultraflex solar arrays on the
okay.
Northrop Grumman Cygnus cargo craft
Yeah, this one
that
from
is
the
mated
Cygnus
to the
XL spacecraft
Earth-facing port of the
from
Unity module of the
from
International Space
Northrop
Station.
Grumman,
And in the middle of
aka
your screen
formerly known
is the
as the
Soyuz
before the
MS-28
acquisition
spacecraft that is
formerly
attached
known
to the
as the
Roscosmos
orbital
module.
80K
So you
and
have
also
a
formerly known
cargo
as
ship,
the orbital science.
a return vehicle,
Yeah,
and the docking port for this second Soyuz
let me see.
that is scheduled to link up to the
Yes,
International Space
so
Station about
this is
36
correct.
minutes from now.
Actually, at least for
Again, the
Anil,
Purrple module on the
yeah,
right,
sorry.
upper
Yeah,
right corner of your
as you can
screen
see, that's
has
basically how I
portable
actually
docking ports.
make
The
my
Soyuz will
thumbnail.
ease into the Purrple, which
Okay,
is
that
mated
that
to
one
the
is basically
Nyoka
how.
multipurpose laboratory module on the Earth-facing side of the
So
Russian
for
segment of
Anil
the International
Menon,
Space Station.
this is
The
his
station
first
is currently flying
space
360
flight,
miles above the Earth,
but
approaching the
for
west coast of South
but
America.
for
Will be flying directly over the Andean Mountains
Pyotr
just a short time from now.
Dubrov and also Anna Kikina, this is their second space flight. Oh, and yeah, you can see this is the real, basically real-time high definition of the view from the International Space Station located outside of it. Okay, so that's also another interesting part as well. And yeah, hmm, ah, okay.
And this
So,
view from an external television camera on the Soyuz MS-29
oh, external
showing
television
right
camera.
in the middle of the
Ah,
crosshairs the
interesting.
International
And
Space
the
Station.
even the signals of it's really
Currently, the
reeking that,
Soyuz is separated
how do
from
I
the
say,
station by a distance
that
of
kind of feeling of
5,000 meters, just under 5,000
analog,
meters.
uh,
In the
uh,
lower left-hand
analog
corner of your
signal,
screen at the very bottom, you'll see
That's
two
really
values.
interesting
The 4.845
as well.
kilometers represents the distance
But as you
between
know, this
Soyuz
is
and the
basically a
station, and
digital kind of stuff,
the
but
value
the
right
transmission
below
is
it
in
is
analog.
rate of closure, currently
Bas
8.8
yeah,
meters
some
per
on
second.
analog, some
Again, as we
on digital
mentioned
stuff.
earlier,
But for the
that
transmission,
distance
specifically for
will
this display
close and is
view, it's
continuing to close
transmitted
second by
using the
second.
analog
The
one,
rate of
but
closure will
the rest
continue
of it
to
were
diminish,
in digital instrumentation.
especially during the fly around
Yeah.
that will position the
Yeah,
Soyuz
in case you want to know why
for
the view is
precise
like this,
alignment
is because
with our docking probe to the
they are
Purrple
currently
module
around
docking port
on the way
before
process
the command is given for final approach. This
into
entire operation
going inside
is
into the
being conducted
imaginary
autonomously
safety boundary.
based on
Basically,
computer
like it has some
input
kind of like how
on
many
the
kilometers,
onboard computers on the Soyuz
but for the first
MS-29,
extent, if I remember, it
seated in
extends
the
to
descent
four
module,
kilometers,
the
and
center
after that,
section of
one
the three-section
kilometers
Soyuz vehicle.
for the
The
inner
Soyuz
layer, and
commander
then
in
the
the
rest
center
of it
seat is
will be
Pyotr
moving
Dubrov. To
from
his
1 kilometers
left
to
is
hundreds of
board engineer
meters
number
away
one, who is Anna Kikina of Roscosmos,
until it's
and
finally
to
properly
Dubrov's
safe to
right
approach. And then
is
once they
NASA
properly
astronaut
approach,
Anil
then
Menon,
they can start
serving as
the
board
real
engineer number
docking
two.
maneuver move. And of course, it's using the RCS thruster. RCS actually stands for Reaction Control System. Yeah, it just fires up some small puffs of the thrust. Yeah, it's pretty low thrust, but it's fired pretty rapidly. And yeah, you really want to make sure that that one is really working because yeah, unlike most of the stuff that we
We're
really
about
like to
13
watch,
minutes away from
let's say
the
for example,
initiation of the fly
if you're
around.
mecha fans,
Again, this
sci-fi
was
fans, let's
designed
say
to
such
enable
as
the
maybe you're
Soyuz
looking at the
to
Gundam,
reach
it's
a point,
the
a
reality is
very, very
way
brief
more
point of station
how do I say,
keeping, where
way more
essentially they put the
complicated
brakes
than
on, enabling
what
the
we
flight
imagine
controllers of
it's
the Russian
actually be.
Mission Control Center
So
in Korolyov
if you
to
didn't do
Assess
it
the
properly,
precise
well,
alignment of the forward
you
docking
kind of
probe with
can
the
screw it up
pre-shell module
way
docking
more
port, which is the port of
than
call
than the
for
whole
the arrival
story
of the
plot of it.
Soyuz
So you
MS-29
can see why.
and 3 new crew members
Sort of like that.
for their residence aboard the International Space Station.
Okay, and it's still moving in, although not 100% yet. And you can see there's even some specific delta. There's like delta VX, delta VY, and also delta VZ. In case you don't know, XY Z, it's basically a representational of the, how do I say, 3D spaces, something like that, like the pitch, EO, and roll as well with
All of
the
the
kind of
events
it.
since the launch of the
Okay,
Soyuz
so basically that's
MS-29
in the
vehicle,
nutshell
which occurred
what
2
it's all
hours
about.
and 36 minutes ago,
And yes,
all of the activities have gone
so far
as
it
planned.
looks
No
really
issues.
good.
All the systems operating in normal
Okay,
fashion.
theta is like
Once
zero,
again, 8 minutes and
I believe.
46 seconds after
Something that
launch,
looks like
at the point
trident
at
there.
which the Soyuz separated
Okay,
from the
I'm not.
third or
Okay,
upper
I'm not
stage
going
of
to
the
risk
three-stage Soyuz two-jet
mispronouncing
money
any of
booster,
that. That's
the
going to be
solar arrays and navigational antennas
not
all
really that good, but
deployed as
it's okay.
planned normally.
Okay, and as
And
you can see from
base
the
began
Cyrillic,
on
yeah,
this
it looks
traditional,
like
what
it
is now
rots
become a
like
traditional
KYPC, right?
pre-orbit
But in actually,
3-hour
it's actually pronounced as
journey
Kursk.
from the launch
Yeah,
pad
as
at
the Kursk
Baikonur to
one.
arrive
That one is basically
for docking to
the
the International
where's
Space
the
Station.
antenna also working
The
as well
two-orbit
to
rendezvous
properly
is
steer it
something that has been
as the antenna
incorporated
reference to
for the
in
past
relative to
several
the
years
International
to try
Space
to
Station to, so
expedite
it can
arrival
properly
of crew
measure
members to the
itself
International Space
whether or not
Station.
it's actually in
In
the
the
correct
old
alignment
days,
or not.
it
And
used
also
to be a
there's also
two-day rendezvous, and
second
the
Kursk as well.
capability still
Sorry,
exists to
Kurs,
default to a two-day
the
rendezvous. However,
KURS,
technical
yeah,
issues
Kurs.
require that to
Okay,
occur
second
following
Kurs is
launch.
basically for
However,
the
as has been the
backup
case,
system
and
in
in
case
the
the
case of
first Kurs
today's
suddenly
activities, the two-orbit
failed
rendezvous
for
was
whatever reason,
declared
but
operational
it
and
is
in
what it
play
is.
a short
Yeah,
time
and
after
also
the
it
Soyuz
actually
arrived in
happens
its
on the,
preliminary orbit,
especially
with
on
all of
the,
its systems
oh,
operating in
oh,
excellent fashion.
oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's really interesting. Okay, in the meantime, it's moving back into this upward move here. Okay, so that's also another interesting note here. And in case you want to know, I'm not going to show the stream of the hatch opening because it's happening way more later than what I can handle for, because yeah, I do really need some kinds of rest. So please take note as well. It can be a bit, it can be quite tiring if I have to stream longer right now. By now it's already in the wee midnight, so that one as well. It's not necessarily very good if I keep doing this for a long time. So why not? It's actually really makes sense not to do it for too
The
long.
so-called impulse foreburn is underway using the main engine on the Soyuz. This is about a
Okay.
16-second burn.
Mhm.
We're about 2,000 meters away
Fortunately,
from the International Space Station at this point.
fortunately, I
Within the
have
next
another one that I
couple of
can use
minutes,
here.
Flight Director
Second monitor,
Chris
so
Dobbins here in Mission
yeah.
Control
I
will
mean
poll
my
his team of flight
the
controllers
the current
for a
tablet
go/no-go for
new workflow
docking,
that I'm using right now,
as you
the
now have
Samsung
a better
Galaxy
view
S10
at the top
FE.
of your
Yeah,
screen
Samsung
of the
Galaxy Tab
Purrple module to which
S10
the
FE.
MS-29
Certainly
will
not a
hook
new
up to
model,
in about 28 and a
okay,
half
by any
minutes.
default, but
And of
at
course,
least
it
the
is
S Pen
attached
does
to
have
the
something
Nyoka
else.
multipurpose laboratory module.
Okay, and according to my time,
The
yeah, according
International
to
Space
time
Station
here,
is
it
currently
would have been around
traveling over Uruguay,
20,
about
less
to
than
move
28
from
minutes before the
southwest to
docking.
northeast into southern
Okay,
Brazil.
and you can see the ISS external camera there. It's
And
already
there's our first view of the Soyuz
able to point it
MS-29.
there
Very good
of
view of the
the Soyuz
thruster firings on
MS-29
these
spacecraft
impulse
there. You can
burns,
see
mid-course correction burns,
there are still some of
fine-tune the Soyuz's
the
approach
thruster
for
is
its docking
literally
to the
burning
pre-shell module.
to in preparation to dock to the International Space Station via the pre-child Nadir module. Yeah, you can see there some burst half of the RCS thruster itself from the spacecraft. If I remember correctly, that one
Range is
uses from the, how do I
1,600,
say, it
4.2
uses from
is the
the,
range rate.
it actually uses from the, why is it?
So
From the
the course data is
service
just
module, if I
as
remember correctly, that actually fires that
predicted.
up. And then once it's no longer in use, it will obviously going to, aside from very some critical RCS for maneuvering, for like critical maneuvering
And
back on Earth, usually
verify
it's
what
not going to be
you
used beyond
see
than that.
on
Yeah.
the display. You can use
So
the
that's
AGC
basically it.
mode, working with the AGC mode, and
Okay, you can
we
see
can
there.
leave it as
It's moving.
is for now. So
Okay.
4.1 is the range rate, 1.3 is the range.
Okay. Still moving by now. Slowly but surely it will arrive. As long as it's been done properly
If you're
and
just tuning
carefully.
in, you're looking at a view of the Soyuz
So here we
MS-29
go. It's still
spacecraft
moving.
closing in for a docking to the International Space Station about 26 minutes from now.
Yes.
The port of call for the Soyuz and its three occupants is the Purrple module on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment
Okay, so it's
of
still
the
moving.
International Space Station.
Okay.
On board, the Soyuz commander, Roscosmos cosmonaut Pyotr Dubrov, along with
Okay, here we
Roscosmos
go. It's still
cosmonaut
moving.
Anna Kikina
Closer
and
and
NASA
closer and
astronaut Anil
closer
Menon.
there. As you can see, even the external ISS camera there literally moves around to catch up with the, yeah, to catch up with the spacecraft itself. Okay, optical
Range is
tracking view.
1140, range rate is 3.8.
Okay, you can see there. That's basically
And
how
as
it
you
moves.
can hear, we're closing in on about the
Interesting.
1,000-meter mark, separating the Soyuz from the station. At the
Okay.
point at which the fly around of the
Yeah,
station
it's still there.
begins, about 5.5 minutes from now,
Still
the
there.
Soyuz will have closed to within 400 meters. The fly around
Okay.
angle is 54.5 degrees to precisely align the forward docking probe on the Soyuz
Okay.
with the Purrple docking port.
Range is 1,000 meters. I have 3.0 as range rate. The power
Okay, here we
thrusters are
go.
firing.
Look at that again. Now, this is a view from the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft from the external
And now
camera of it.
inside
That one
1,000
is
meters,
also two-phase
closing
to
at
the, how do I
2.7
say,
meters per second.
to the
A
docking
view
part
from
as
the
well.
external television
So
camera on the
that's actually
Soyuz
pretty
of the
useful.
International Space Station.
Oh, now closing in
The
inside
fifth
1,000
series of
meters, around
impulse
1
burns
kilometers,
using the Soyuz
velocities
thrusters
of
being conducted.
2.7 meters per second.
This burn is about
Okay.
74 seconds in duration.
Okay, now it's not moving anymore. Okay, so this should be on the final checkout before they eventually will properly approach to the International Space Station as it's going into the last inner
880
inner
is
layer
the range.
of the
2.3 is the
imaginary
range rate.
safety bubble, in case you want to know.
Copy.
Okay. Okay.
Escape maneuver is complete. We have 2.3 as the range rate and 780 as the range. Copy.
So far, all of the mid-course correction
Okay.
burns have been
Yeah.
executed
And
as
looks like
planned
they
per the
are moving
timeline. No
again.
issues.
Okay,
Again,
they are
this
moving
view
again.
now from
Oh,
cameras on
nice.
the International Space Station of the approaching Soyuz vehicle.
Okay, they are moving again. And
We're
as you
about
have here,
700 meters away.
okay, now several hundred meters away from the International Space Station.
700 is the range. 245. 2.45 is the range rate.
2.45 representing the rate of closure between the Soyuz and the International Space Station. Again, at the time of contact and capture, at docking, less than 23 minutes from now, the Soyuz will be traveling at just 1/10 of a meter per second for its initial contact with the docking port. At that point, the relative motion of the two vehicles at the docking interface will be allowed to dampen out against one another before the forward docking
Oh,
probe begins to retract to bring the two docking interfaces flush against one another and initiate the closing of the hooks for a hard mate.
okay.
600,
Okay, 1/10, which means
1.65 is the range rate.
the approaching velocity, which will be around 0.1 meters per second. Oh, right. That's really interesting as well to hear that. And look at that. Okay, looks like from what I can gather, the approaching
The
velocity right
International
now
Space
is
Station and the Soyuz flying over the
already
northeast
close right now,
portion of
already
Brazil,
slowed down right now,
about to move
1.63
across
meters per
into the
second,
Atlantic Ocean.
and the distance is almost 500
Again,
kilometers.
everything
Oh,
being
sorry,
conducted
distance
autonomously aboard the
almost 500
Soyuz
meters away
as it
from the
continues
International
its
Space Station.
fast track approach
Okay,
for a
and
docking
it's
to the
slowing down
Purrple
again
module,
of the
docking about just 21
of
and a half
the
minutes away.
approaching velocity, 1.6 meters per second. Okay, 1.59 meters per second. Okay, 500 kilometers. Sorry, 500 meters away from the International Space Station. All right. Now we are still watching for the docking. So get ready in.
156 is the range rate.
Принято, ожидаем облет на странице 53.
Copy. Standing by for fly around for page 53. I confirm we will proceed with page 53 once the fly
Okay.
around starts.
Okay, 434
this
meters
view
per
from the external
meters
television
of
camera
the
with the
approaching
engineering data
with the
overlaid from the Soyuz
1.42
MS-29,
meters per
we're
second,
inside a minute
1.41
from the
meters per second
initiation
of
of the fly
approaching speed
around
right now,
by the
approaching
Soyuz
velocity.
to precisely align itself with the Purrple module.
Okay,
And again,
so
this
another
view
view
of
of
the Soyuz
the external ISS camera view
as
here,
it and the
now properly
International Space
clear
Station pass
here.
off the northeast coast of
All right,
Brazil over the Atlantic Ocean.
nice. Look at
And
that.
fly around has now been initiated.
390.
Okay, that one is actually
This
fly
fly around is at an
around.
angle of about
Oh, right.
54.5 degrees. It will take just about 6 minutes
Fifth.
to complete
Oh,
before the Soyuz puts the brakes on, comes to a halt on automated
oh.
command to enable a few seconds worth of station keeping and one final look
Basically, this is a
by the flight
translation move. It's
controllers at the
like
Russian Mission Control
moving
Center in
from
Korolyov
one point to another
to ensure
point,
that they're
but
happy with the
rotational
alignment
translation,
of
sort
the
of to
Soyuz to the Purrple
speak there.
module. At
Huh.
that point,
Okay,
the
that's really
Soyuz will be
interesting
at
as
a
well
range of
to
almost
see
200
such
meters
kind
away.
of mathematical stuff being were actually bring up in real life here. You can see there.
I can see the station on the periscope, RS node,
Okay, it's
docking
still
port.
moving, and just give it a little bit of time. Yeah,
Copy.
let's look at that.
330.75 is the range rate.
Okay, look at that.
Copy.
Still moving and moving up until 50, if I remember, 54.5 degrees there. Interesting. Look at that. Yeah, as you can see from the backdrop view is the majestic view of our Earth,
300 is the
planet Earth
range.
here. Okay, with the
0.67 is the range rate. Copy.
with the beautiful cloud sky there. Okay,
Just a few minutes
very
now
good there.
before the Soyuz begins its
With the cloud sky
very
and
brief station
some
keeping period.
bluish color here as well.
The Soyuz commander, Pyotr Dubrov, continuing to provide systems updates
So
for the
that's
Russian
also pretty
flight
good.
control team outside of Moscow.
Yeah.
280.59 is the range rate.
Uh-huh. Okay, We're still waiting in for the approach. Okay, still moving and still moving. Just wait for it. Okay.
60.49 is the range rate. Copy.
Okay. We're still moving.
25 degrees is the Palanque angle. 250 is the range. 0.4 is the range rate.
250 meters separating Soyuz from Purrple.
All right. 250 meters away from the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft
Good
to the
range
International
rate
Space
and
Station,
rate of
which
closure.
will be docking to the with the Purrple Nodder module. We are going to see there. Okay, still in, still in.
Copy.
Контролируйте К-15 загорание.
Unintelligible.
For now though, as you can see, that this kind of movement is actually been done automatically by the Soyuz
Again,
onboard,
looking at the values on
by
the
the
lower
Soyuz
left-hand
spacecraft
portion of your
onboard
screen,
computer.
230
This one is
meters separating
this one is
the
automatic.
Soyuz from
But in case
the
any
Purrple
problems
node,
arise,
closing
the
at a
crew
rate
itself
of
can
0.25 meters per second.
manually pilot this if they want to. But for now, not yet needed. There's no problem. So far the mission is still moving in.
K-15 is not lit.
Okay. Okay,
Have acquisition on course 1 to
the
11
approaching
is the
velocity is
range for course hardware.
0.18 meters per second, and the
I have approach on
and the
course 1.
distance
And
between
we
the
have a
International
report of a
Space
good
Station and the
lock-on between the Soyuz
and the
and the Corps' automated rendezvous system on the Russian segment of the
yeah
station.
and the distance between the International Space Station and the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft is 213 meters away. And yeah, just like as we have already here, that the alignment and also signal acquisition
I have
of the cruise
K-15
between the
indicator lit.
cruise one antenna and also the
Можем подсветку ВСК.
cruise one antenna of the Soyuz MS-29
Have roll
spacecraft,
maneuver
and
ongoing.
also the ISS has
Copy.
successfully
We'll
been locked
activate
on and
periscope
successfully
backlighting.
acquired, so it should
2041
have been able
backlighting
to
is on.
go to
Copy.
the processes of
Ну и
itself.
фару
We're gonna
С-18.
hear this soon.
And the
Okay,
headlamp
and the rotational has also begins,
C17.
at least
Copy.
from
We have a
the
go to activate
at least
highlight
from the
S17
ISS
commanding.
view as well, and also the spacecraft view
2041
from the external
headlight
camera there.
is
You can
activated.
see it's actually moving clockwise. Okay,
Continuing the roll maneuver.
still in the roll maneuver.
201 is the range rate 0.12.
Okay, 200 meters away from the ISS to the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft. Okay, just away before they finally can get ready. And once again,
We
you
have
can
station
see
keeping
from the
at
split view,
42.
split screen view. Oh yeah, and now
Copy.
it's in here again. And now looks like the computers on board the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft. Yeah, you can see
Have a go to command approach.
a very old computing system.
Copy. We have a go to
So
command approach.
okay, so now go
20,
for the command
2240 I
command
commanded
approach. Okay,
approach.
so there, go for it.
We have approach. The both thruster firing.
Okay, and now thruster is firing. Looks like they are
With
now
fly
allowed
around having been
to.
completed, the Russian flight control team
So basically, they immediately
immediately
give.
happy with
Yeah,
the angle
yeah,
and
they are
the
immediately
location of the
go for it.
Soyuz relative to the
They don't have
Purrple
to wait
module.
anymore.
So
So
final approach
this is
is
going to be
underway.
way faster than
Docking
what
is
we
scheduled
thought
about
it will
13
be.
minutes from now. Everything continuing to go very smoothly.
Oh, 13 minutes from now, but looks like it can be way more earlier
It has been
due to the
2
immediate
hours,
approval.
55
So that's
minutes,
pretty good. That's
41
pretty good.
seconds since
Yeah.
launch. And from the launch pad at Baikonur, the Soyuz is
Yeah,
in the
basically
home stretch.
almost 3 hours right now
Trip
since
to the International Space
the
Station,
launch
where
and also
Anil
since
Menon of
from my
NASA
stream. So
and
yeah,
Roscosmos cosmonauts Pyotr Dubrov
yeah.
and Anna Kikina will spend the next 8
Hey,
months.
yeah. Yeah, just to clarify. Okay, Pyotr
Игорь Сахаров, готовы
Dubrov and
открывать.
Anna Kikina and
Развернуть экран.
Anil Menon. Yeah.
The Soyuz and the station, now approaching the west coast of Africa, will fly directly over the Western Sahara and Morocco, moving from southwest to northeast at an altitude of 260
All
meters per
right,
mile.
all right, all right. That's very interesting. Ha ha ha. Ah, all right.
130 meters, 0.71 is the range rate. Docking port is near the center of the periscope.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It's still going in for the approach. Let's look at it.
Дальность 110 метров, 0,57 на сближение.
110 meters,
All right.
0.57 is the range
Once
rate.
again, you're looking right down the barrel of the Purrple module. 104 meters
All right,
separating
all right.
Soyuz and Purrple.
Look at that
Moving at a
one.
rate of 0.5 meters per second.
Copy.
Okay, so
0.57 is
so the approach velocity right now is 0.53 meters per second. Okay, now going lower, 0.45 meters per second, and the distance from the ISS to the space spacecraft itself is 90 meters. Okay, so not really that far anymore.
the range rate.
We will see that will be happening soon. Yeah, I can say surely enough we will see this will be docking way faster than
Near the
the
center of the periscope.
way faster than
Copy.
the initial estimate. So yeah, we're gonna see that. 80 meters away.
Дальность 77 на 36 на
77 is the range, 0.36 is the range rate.
Okay, as you can see, this is the cruise automatic system with its antenna aligned to the International Space Station. It's basically aligned around to give some distance estimate and also to ensure that it's properly can correct itself as well
Docking port
with the
dimensions are
RCS
in accordance
thruster
with
firing
expectations.
on board the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft for the mission. Okay, so the approaching velocity right now is 0.28 it's right now in 0.28 meters per second. Okay,
Принято.
50 метров.
I can see there.
Meters, 0.2 is the range rate.
All right, that's good, that's good. This is what we like to see right now.
Angular dimensions of the docking port are in accordance with expectations.
Okay, everything is in very
The flight
expected
controllers in Korolyov very happy
stuff.
with the alignment
Okay,
of the
with
Soyuz
the everything's
and the
according to the
Purrple
plan.
module.
It's nominal so
Soyuz and
far.
the International Space Station
Okay.
flying almost directly over
And
Casablanca.
I forgot also to tell you that the Soyuz spacecraft and Progress spacecraft is basically they share this heritage all together. So that's why technically if they want to mass produce this, they don't have any problem. They just use the same
to the left from the
use the similar design, but of course there's also some modifications to fit in. Basically that's how it's done. And the where is it? All right. I can't read that, but
3 hours now into the flight of Soyuz.
okay, 3 hours
meters, 0.13
since
is the
then.
range rate.
Just
All right.
35 meters away now from docking.
Okay, 35 meters away from the docking.
Angular dimension is
Okay.
2 cells. That's for the
I think that's
docking port, and the target
yeah,
is near the
it's
center of the periscope.
36 meters. Okay, now 35 meters away, and the approaching velocity is 0.13 meters per second.
I have a little bit
Okay,
of
you can see
misalignment
there.
in the roll on the target cross. Point 13 is the range rate.
All right, that's what we hear as well.
Двадцать пять метров.
25 meters. Point 13 is the range rate. Copy.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, 25 meters away between the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft and the ISS, and 0.13 meters per second of the approaching velocity. Okay,
22
here we go. Here we
meters.
go.
Point 13 is the range rate.
Here we
The
go.
Soyuz passing behind one of the ultraflex solar arrays on the Northrop Grumman Cygnus cargo craft.
Yeah, that's that's basically pretty self-explanatory. I don't have to explain again.
Degree lower from
Okay.
the center of the periscope.
Okay, let's see.
Copy.
Okay, get ready. Another view, another external camera view from the ISS. Yeah.
11 is the range rate. Docking mechanism.
Okay, the range right now is
size a
20
little bit,
meters
over
between the
3
spacecraft and
cells.
the ISS,
That's
and
as
the
expected.
yeah,
Target is near the center of the periscope.
and apparently the approaching velocity is 0.11 meters per second.
15
So it's slowed
meters.
down.
Point 11 is the range rate.
Okay, 50 meters away, and the 0.11 meters per second
Correction.
of the
18 meters.
oh
Copy.
18 meters away apparently.
We're just moments away from the docking of the Soyuz MS-29 to the Purrple module, everything continuing to go well with this automated approach of the Soyuz for its destination on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
Ah,
It is
okay.
parked in place already
So
right
still
next
ready
to
in.
the Soyuz MS-28 spacecraft that is docked to the Rosviet module.
The target crosses are aligned. Target is in the center of the periscope.
Okay, still in.
Target size is 2 cells. Target crosses are aligned.
Here we go. As you can see, the
Target is half a degree to the
between the
right,
antenna
from the
alignment
periscope center.
of the cruise automated systems, and also another antenna installed around the pre-child module.
Just 8 meters
Okay,
now
you can see
separating
how
the
it
Soyuz
actually
and
also detects.
Purrple.
It's using the
Copy.
Perfect alignment reported by the
it
flight
uses
controllers
the
in Korolyov as we
gyroscopical
stand by for contact and capture of the International
circular
Space
moving
Station.
there, basically as a stabilizer, and also to lock the target. Okay, 5 meters away, and get ready in. We will see the soft capture later on. Soft contact, soft docking, we will see.
Target is in the center.
Okay, target in the center. And here we
Contact
go.
confirmed.
Soft contact confirmed here.
Docking ring refresh.
Capture
And
confirmed.
Copy.
okay, capture also
At
confirmed.
12:52 p.m. Central Time, 1:52 p.m. Eastern Time,
Okay,
Soyuz has reached the International
the
Space Station after a
the
flight of
external
3
antenna
hours and
located
4
around the
minutes in duration.
pre-child
Let's
module
switch
there.
to,
Okay, it's already turned off.
Docking
No longer
occurring
needed.
over the
And the cruise
Mediterranean
that's docking.
at
and
an
the cruise
altitude of
system
260 statute miles.
works as intended again once more time. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Anya, let's monitor spherical tank pressure.
And by now it's going to be
507.
some it's going to be doing some kind of
Spherical tank 1.
proper heart how do I say?
Tank
Heart
2,
cooking as well.
181.
That one. And yeah, it's already like 2 to 3 to 4 minutes earlier that from the schedule uh, pe-
Once
timeline
again,
period. So
the
that's pretty good.
Soyuz
We
MS-29
like
has
to
reached
hear
its
so far.
port of call at the
And
Purrple
Soyuz
module on the
MS-29
interfacing
spacecraft and
side of
its
the Russian
crew
segment of the satellite.
finally has already
Contact and
arrived
capture
to
docking
the
occurring
International
at
Space Station.
12:52
All that's
p.m.
left
Central
is
Time,
opening up the
1:52
hatch door,
p.m.
which
Eastern
I'm not
Time.
going to be able to stream
3
because it's
hours.
already we midnight late here, and I need to get some sleep.
Next,
So that's why.
standing
3
by
But
hours and
anyhow,
4
the
minutes
mission
after its
is
launch from the Baikonur
indicator
really good,
Cosmodrome in
and yeah,
Kazakhstan.
and
The forward docking probe has
it's
been
going to take them
attracted,
some kind
and
of
hooks are
time
now
to
driving.
command
balance the
R7.
pressure
The relative
between
motion
the
between the two
Soyuz
vehicles dampening out.
MS spacecraft
The
there, and
hard mate
also between
will be
the
initiated
International Space
between the
Station
two
via
vehicles
the
at the docking
Purrple
interface,
another
point
module.
at which
So it needs
hooks
to
will be closed on both sides
equilibrate
of the
the
docking
pressure
interface.
first
That will
before they
initiate a
finally
period of
open up
leak checks on
the
both
hatch
sides,
door,
the Soyuz side
where
by
where the crew,
cosmonauts
the
Pyotr and
three
Dubrov
crews
from
inside
Kikina,
the
with Anil
inside
Menon
the Soyuz
contributing
MS-29
his
spacecraft. And
expertise to
in
that
case you want
procedure.
to hear why I'm
And on the
saying
Soyuz side, Sergei
why
Kuzins
my
took
voice is
off as station
like this one, it's
commander,
like
along
I'm
with
actually quite, how do I say, quite
Sergei
delightful,
Mikheyev, who will
quite
be
joyful that the
looking
mission actually done
at their
pretty well. So
procedures
that's
as they
also another
initiate the
one,
leak checks on the
very good.
station side of
So
the docking
don't
interface.
confuse it
That will
with
lead
any
to a
kind of
hatch opening
chuckle
that
or
is scheduled at around
laugh.
3
One
p.m.
not, no, no, no. And
Central
this is
Time,
actually
4 p.m. Eastern Time.
enjoy. But anyhow, okay.
The SR pressure, bow pressure,
You can see
815
there
atmosphere
in
pressure,
local time here it would have
84.
been around 4
Copy.
a.m.
Next measurement in
That's crazy.
ISS.
I can't even go stream for that point. So very much sorry everybody. It's not only going to door hatch opening there, also going to do some kind of speech stuff in there. So
Pyotr 2
unfortunately I
to
cannot stream.
command
I
Attribution
desperately need another
Say again.
good time of sleep, but otherwise it's actually good.
Yes, deactivate
Yeah,
video system
but
on
that's
pin
basically it.
2 2.
You can see there.
Copy. Deactivating
And
TV system.
we will wait. NASA should be
Так, 20:55,
should
56,
finally end
выдал ссылку
this
«Откал».
stream.
I
Okay?
commanded
And this is basically the
deactivate
split screen. On the
side.
left side is the
Сообщение.
Korolev mission
Через
control
5
center there,
двадцать после
back
стрелки
in the Moscow,
спустится
Russia.
быстро к
And
УМО
on the right side is from the,
20
if I remember, from the
0
NASA Johnson Space Center, if I remember correctly,
13.
or
Так,
basically, basic,
At
basically Houston
да, принято.
control
5740.
Houston Mission Control Center
Yes, copy.
there. So yeah, that's also another one as well. Okay, we are still waiting in.
The visiting vehicle officer here in Mission Control reports the Soyuz
Ah,
hooks continue to drive
that's interesting. If
into
you
their
see from
closed
the
position.
orbit there, another orbit movement,
So we'll be standing by for the confirmation of the
going
hard
to
mate.
passes us by there in Borneo. Basically in the tip around Borneo, it's around estimated around the
Once the
Kuching
Soyuz
L-
hooks are closed,
Ku-
that will trigger the
Kuching
closure
Lunduk
of the
Sematan
hooks on the
area,
Purrple
something like that.
module
Yeah,
side of
it's
the
going to
docking
pass
interface.
around that area. So, uh, by the time I've already gone to sleep, inevitably I'm
Moscow
just going to
Station.
say hi to it.
Space Ground 1.
So
What
yeah.
TV system deactivation?
Tigrisis,
Space Ground
But
1.
anyhow, this
let's
is what we
command
are looking right now.
S13.
Hail. The crew
Copy.
has deactivated
Commanding
TV system.
S13.
And I
Electrical connector mating.
step inaudible to
First command 5745. Yes, we have electrical connector mating indicator lit. And then let's do this again.
Okay, okay,
205800, second command.
And we have confirmation
okay.
that the Soyuz hooks are closed, now standing by for the closure of the hooks on the Purrple side.
D15 is
All
lit.
right.
D17 is not lit. I have ledges extended,
All
indicator
right.
not lit. That's
Yeah.
The
Just in case you want to
entire
know, I'm just
rendezvous
closing
from
down
launch at Baikonur
the
to
extended screen
the
because I'm
arrival
using
of the
the space
Soyuz
desk. Yeah.
MS-29 to the
So
station
that's basically it.
was conducted
ledges
uneventfully. All of the
All
systems
right.
operated in perfect fashion
So don't worry if you see
autonomously
a little bit of
as
flickering there.
Pyotr
That's
Dubrov
pretty
in
normal.
the center seat of
I'm
the
just
descent
testing out
pod was
as
the
well.
Soyuz commander, flanked to his left by Kikina and to his right by NASA astronaut Anil Menon, contributed to
All
the
right.
arrival at the International Space Station, and now soon will begin leak checks
All right.
on their side of the docking
That's what we
interface, as
would
will
like to
the
hear
cosmonauts on
for.
the space station side of the docking interface, which will
Okay.
set the stage for the hatch opening and the greetings between the resident Expedition-74 crew and the new arrivals, soon to
Okay.
have 10 people aboard the International Space Station for a period of 12 days.
Okay. So that's basically what we hear so far.
ledges retracted, indicator is lit. Copy. That's G17.
Hmm?
Ожидаем загорания D1.
Standing by for D11 indicator. That's a docking mechanism probe retracted. Copy.
Hmm. Okay. So that's basically it.
Next measurement, SR pressure 780, PO 799,
All
and
right.
PO 884, delta 0. Copy.
Hmm.
Next measurement is going to be at 20-minute mark. D11 is illuminated. The probe is retracted.
Okay.
And
Okay.
what about the SSVP docking internal transfer system mode? Is it illuminated? No, not
Hmm.
yet.
Okay. So they are still in the process of turning down the system. Okay.
And
Turning down the
now the
important system
SSVP mode
on
is
boarded
illuminated.
the Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft. I mean, some no longer important or
I am sending
even
P8 command.
very functionally good anymore. So it's currently shut down.
210107.
Yeah.
Power for
Oh, right.
SSVP is no longer illuminated. Probe retraction is no longer illuminated. SSVP mode is complete and is no longer
Oh,
illuminated.
yeah. And yeah, looks like my
Принято.
avatar is frozen right now.
This is Mission
Okay.
Control Houston.
It
The
froze, but
Soyuz
it's okay.
MS-29 spacecraft is
We're going to
home
finish the stream anyway,
at the International Space Station.
so
All of the
no
hooks are
worries.
now closed on both sides of the docking interface. First,
All right.
the Soyuz hooks closed following docking, which occurred at 12:52 p.m. Central Time,
All right.
1:52 p.m.
That
Eastern
that's
Time,
actually pretty delighting to hear.
over the Mediterranean at an altitude of 260 statute miles. Once the Soyuz hooks were closed, the Purrple module hooks then closed, forming a hard mate between the two spacecraft. Now we'll begin a period of about an hour and a half or so for the leak checks at the docking interface by the Soyuz crew on their side and the space station crew on their side of
All
the
right.
docking interface before the hatches are open.
Okay, so
Не успели оглянуться, а мы уже
We didn't even realize it.
yeah, so that's going
And
to
there we
be
are.
it.
And everything's
All right.
phenomenal. Thank you so much.
All
We
right.
even managed to drink some juice and eat
Yeah.
the fruit
So
bar.
yeah, in case you want to know, if you see some kind of weird
Greetings,
startup there, that one
Baikonur.
is
I
the
read you
VC
loud and
face.
clear.
Yeah.
This is Anil.
Unfortunately, VC face crashed, but I'm able to get it working
Thank you
again.
so much to everyone who's been supporting us.
All right.
Making it
That's
all
really good.
possible
That's really
for
good.
us.
So basically, that's it. The end of the whole docking
Congratulations,
sequence
crew, on
mission
a
there.
impressive 3-hour rejoin.
Nice, nice.
And to my friend Anil, how are you? How are you enjoying spaceflight?
Okay, so we're
Hello,
going
it's great to
going to
hear from
hear for
you. We had
the
an
one last time here.
incredibly fast ride. I'm feeling great,
Okay,
and I'm
right now
excited
talking to the
to
Anil
speak with you.
Menon, one one of the crew of this mission. Okay, looks like they cut the sound loop. I'm not sure if it's intentional or if this
We've had
pro-
a brief loss of signal. What you heard were the
oh,
Russian
okay,
members of the
LOS, loss of signal. Yeah.
Yes, we do. And we didn't hear anything before that.
Came in broken there, but I know you all have a lot of work to do right now, so just passing on to you
ISS MCC Moscow and Space to Ground 1 for Sergey
your
Ah,
family, your nations are very proud of you. Godspeed and God bless on your expedition ahead.
ah,
Thank you
right.
very much for those kind words. The station is a sight to behold and a monument to all the hard work that we are able to do together and what we're able to achieve when we do it.
All right. So that's really what we like to hear so far. Ha ha.
Pyotr, Anna, Anil, good luck.
Okay, so basically
We're crossing our fingers for you guys.
for the good luck and
Thank you. Thank you.
congratulatory message there. And here you can see Soyuz MS-29 spacecraft are right now are
Greetings, guys.
docked
Good
to the
evening.
International Space Station via the
Congratulations.
Vichal another module. So that's really
Congratulations
good.
from
We
our
want to
team
hear it so far. That's good.
and wish you
All
good
of
luck
it happening
and
in all
a
in
great
action. So that's what we
expedition.
want to see so far.
Baikonur, thank you so much.
Aha.
It's a pleasure to hear words of encouragement from you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's. I'm just wishing you nominal.
Okay, so this is
Of,
sunset. You can see
thank
as it
you.
traversing around the Earth, and yeah, going to the Earth's atmospheric layer. There, you can see how each
This is Mission
wavelength,
Control Houston. What you heard
how
over the
each
past couple of
molecules
minutes
of the
were
Earth literally
congratulatory calls
react for
from members of the Russian
that
State Commission,
produces a
including the
certain
Roscosmos Director
color.
General
So that's
Dmitry
basically it.
Bakhanov from
So
a
yeah,
hotel
that's
in
really good.
Baikonur,
Gravitational and rotational hand controls
where the
are done.
launch occurred
So, in
just over 3 hours ago. And congratulatory words to Anil Menon of NASA from NASA
now
Administrator
we
Jared
finished at
Isaacman.
8:58, and
So the crew now will press ahead
we're at page
to
59,
conduct leak
and
checks on
I'm
both
ready
sides of the docking interface,
Okay, leak
on the
checks.
Soyuz side and on the station side, before the
Okay,
opening
to
of
to
the
ensure
hatch
that the both sides
from the
are
Soyuz,
properly
as well
connected
as from
together.
the Purrple module,
Okay, in
to
preparation
allow
for
the new
the
arrivals, Pyotr Dubrov,
door
Anna
hatch
Kikina, and
opening
Anil Menon, to
and
float
welcoming
into the space
ceremony, of
station to
course,
begin
to the International Space
their
Station
8 months of
for
occupancy.
the
It
Expedition
was a
74,
flawless
74 and
rendezvous and docking by the
Expedition
Soyuz
75 mission.
MS-29, docking
And
occurring at
after the Soyuz,
12:52
if I remember,
p.m.
after the
Central
Soyuz
Time,
MS-28
1:52 p.m. Eastern Time.
spacecraft
We will be back
fully
with
departed
hatch opening and welcoming remarks
fully departed
coverage
from the International
on
Space
NASA
Station.
Plus
Basically,
and
that's the
YouTube and
beginning
our
of
other
the
platforms,
Expedition
with
75.
coverage beginning at 2:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. Eastern
Okay, so
Time.
in case
That'll be
you
just
really want
about
to
an
check
hour and
out, you can
23
check out
minutes from now.
NASA live
For
stream.
now,
But
Soyuz
at
safely
least for
home
my
to the
side, I've
International
already
Space
completed it,
Station. We'll see you
and
soon for hatch
that's
opening
it.
and welcoming remarks
Nice.
coverage. This is Mission Control Houston.
Okay, so that's basically the completion by the NASA. Let's hear their closing. Okay, so basically, that's it. That's it from the NASA stream, and they have already completed their stream. And yeah, everybody, even though this stream is pretty also pretty brief as well, 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 it's all good. We've already ended the stream, so thank you so much for every one of you, even though you're watching mostly from the replay view, but it's okay. I've already got so used to practically no one talking here right now. Usually this kind of stream doesn't have any kinds of viewer, but well, it's okay. I sometimes I enjoy talking to myself in this on this screen that I have right now with my laptop right now, and also pretty recently I debuted around with my new workflow with the tablet, okay, which actually you saw it on the previous stream, okay. That's where I actually demonstrated. It's not 100% fully, how do I say, fully perfect kind of setup, but that's the best effort that I can do. But of course, I will try improve as best as I can, because technically right now I sort of have the second monitor to work with. So yeah, that's the best thing to say about. So in case you're very interested, yeah, once again, what's my what's my second workflow right now I have right now that I can use to work whenever I don't want to use my laptop, just to do some kinds of research, or even to do the Canva, how do I say, Canva designing stuff and whatnot. Yeah, I'm currently, my second workflow is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE. Yeah, the with the 12 gigs of RAM and also 256 gigs of storage. I mean, that's, in this kind of economy this day, I can say that's the best option I really have in my mind. I mean, don't worry though, I'm still going to expand the storage. I have another SD card. Yeah, I have micro SD card right now lying around. It's basically 512 gigabytes. Yeah. So that's pretty good. I have tons of other storage to, yeah, mostly just to play play emulator games, actually. Play emulators games, or even some actual very good very good mobile port of already very good PC games. Yeah, I will also going to play a lot using it as well. So expect that 512 gigabytes plus with the 256 gigabytes of internal storage will be used in a good manner. Even though currently most of the storage that I have right now, it's kinda underutilized, but it's still better than not, than basically not having any kinds of storage, and then later on regretting my decision because of the current, of the whole generation of the storage and memory crisis, and even to some extent maybe even chipset crisis, I believe. But even chipset are way less affected in comparison to the memory to the to the RAM, and also this storage itself. So this is probably the best option we have right now. I mean, fortunately, even for this single board computer, at least from what I can gather, there is some kind of price increase, but not to the point. Not to the point it's not accessible. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sad. This is the best. This is the only way we can experience good stuff this day. But well, at least I have another hobbies as well to move in. But well, I'm kind of diverged from what I want to say, right? So I'm very sorry. Um, and anyhow, I really need to get some sleep right now, because it's almost 2:14 a.m. here in Sarawak, in Borneo, on 15 July 2026, on Wednesday. So yeah, and speaking about this date, this is going to be just a week before Sarawak self-determination, aka also Sarawak Independence Day as well. So yeah, for that, it's basically it. Okay, and basically, thank you so much everybody for watching. I really I really hope you actually enjoy this, even though my workflow currently is kind of messy, but also another reason is that because most of the thumbnail, most of the planning right now, even though I do already have the planning, well, real life stuff unfortunately have something else to offer that really distracts me from being able to properly doing this without feeling very tired. But well, it's okay, and I don't want to speak too much. I am going to end this stuff. So here is the closing remark here. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the Soyuz MS-29 for the Expedition 74/75 mission. Right now already arrived and docked to the International Space Station via the Purrple Nadir module. So thank you so much for watching, whether on live or for the most of the part you are going to watch this on replay. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and stay safe. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it, and we are going to see you everybody. Take care and stay safe. Goodbye and have a nice day. Bye bye.